It's Wednesday, so it's Friday for me. Hope you guys are all having a good week. It's been really, really crummy weather here, let me tell you. Rain, cold. I think we had a high of like 51 today, and I doubt we saw it. So, any which way, so like I said, it's going to be kind of a relief coming to you guys and actually being able to use both hands again. After that one-handed shave challenge, I was sitting there saying to my right hand, "I'm so sorry, I'll never pick on you again." That was kind of the synopsis. How I felt after that, because, I mean, yeah, I did get cut. Nowhere near as bad as I thought it would, so, at any rate, so, today, we're going to be going with Ariana and Evan's Asian plum, or not plum, Asian pear. It's its green cousin, I guess, if you will. Great scent, very nice. I mean, it takes you to a better place than what we have outside right now, let me tell you. So, I'm going to be using the Haircut and Shave synthetic 26mm brush, which I've already got loaded, and we'll go with the good old gold dollar Sheffield with the Stallion's edge on this bad boy. So I'm gonna get rid of the cap for the first pass, and we'll come back to it for 2 and 3 if we have time for 3 passes. If not, then I'll bring you guys along for what I have time for. So I believe this this soap here is pre-Kaizen. I've used it quite a few times before. No issue with the performance. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and try and split hairs over the difference between bases. Just about everything that Ariana and Evans has is good performance. I mean, you know, it's, I guess it's like saying the difference between a Corvette and a Ferrari. You know, they're both fast. It's just a matter of which one's even more top of the line. So, I mean, I'm content driving either one, to be honest. So, yeah, so this is pre-Kaizen. No problem with the performance at all. This stuff is probably, and I know I'd catch hell from some people, you know, I think this is easily top 5, probably top 3. You know, I mean, I kind of go back and forth between this and Holy Cow, and quickly ascending the ladder is Shannon's, and I've only got a few of their soaps. I ordered their Forest City Fern, which I'm excited to get here shortly. So, but anyway, oh shit, I missed a hell of a chunk right there. That's a lot of real estate to be missing. Clean off the runways just a little bit, and we'll get started. I'll unblock the good old digis. So hopefully you guys' work week's going well. I know that the weather here isn't supposed to cooperate any better over the weekend than it is right now, so I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get the smoker out at all. Well, actually, I know I can't. My daughter has her first communion on Saturday, and my son has a soccer game Saturday morning, so no smoker this week. Maybe next week. Hopefully the weather's more cooperative. So, any which way, first pass. Cheers, guys. I know a few of you guys have been talking about difference on your strops and everything. I have 2, both of which were made by an Amish guy, an Amish leather guy. One is a horse and one is cowhide, and the cowhide I've noticed is very fast. It's like a racetrack. The horse, on the other hand, much more deliberate. So, I mean, if you guys kind of share that same sentiment, let me know. I mean, neither one of my strops are winning a beauty contest, but both of them are very effective. They're getting the job done. And it's not that I was trying to be a tight ass. It's just with me living out here in Amish country, you know, the sticks, if you will, right outside of my town that I live in. My dad owns a company that, I mean, we call it here Yoder Toters, but my dad owns a company that has a fleet of vans that haul Amish contractors around to job sites, and then he also rents them out to whoever wants to take one on vacation, which my wife, kids, and I will be taking one down to Fort Pierce, Florida later next month. I was trying to head up to New England to go to Maine, and the state has been open to travel from other states. However, they have reserved the right to require quarantining from specific states if any issues should arise. Now, Ohio's been kind of up and down. You know, whether I buy into all of the reported numbers here in this state, considering it seems like a lot more people are healthy than sick here. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, but we have a governor who definitely tends to err more on the side of caution, and I just feared being out money because I'm not going to spend a week quarantining when I have a week to spend on vacation. So, and, you know, people can say, well, why don't you just get the vaccine and eliminate that? That's all fine and dandy. I have no problem getting the vaccine, but and this is just me, so please don't think I'm, you know, speaking for the masses. I would just like to see a little more hard data on these vaccines before getting one. I mean, I spent 10 years in the military. I've been vaccinated for stuff I'd never come in contact with. I just, as quickly as they rolled this stuff out, I just worry about some of the side effects, and I just like to see a little more hard data on, you know, the safety and efficacy of the vaccine. Having had COVID already once, I'm not saying that I'm immune by any stretch, but at least the way I reacted to it was a bad cold. I didn't have any one of the other 4,000 symptoms that COVID says that you'll get, you know, such as toenail sensitivity and loss of smell, taste, fever. I didn't have any of that. None. I had a temperature of about 97 the whole time. So, and I was, ironically enough, the only person in my house that got it. And not that I quarantined away from everybody in the process, but so I took a few laps around the track to come to the place where we were going to go anyway. So my wife and kids and I decided that we were going to go down to Florida, since Florida's pretty much opened up for business. And that way, with our little guy Grant, who's about 1.5 years now, he was a year in January, late January, it gives him a chance where we can kind of get his feet wet and have some fun. You know, up in Maine, it's going to be ice cold water. So, feel naked without the cap on. Alright, so now we're going to go against the grain. And so, my parents had owned timeshare down in Florida when I was growing up, and I mean, I think they had like up to 6 weeks a year, if I'm not mistaken, at least 4. So I spent the better part of a month or more every year until I was probably 10 or 11 down in Daytona Beach, Florida. So let's just say I've been there a time or two. I mean, I could get down there without directions, phone or written ones. But my wife and I took the kids down there 4 years ago, so before Grant was born, and we had a good time. But at the same token, we wanted to try something new, and other than being sent down to Key West when I was in the military, I've never been south of really Daytona, other than taking my kids to Legoland. So this is going to put us 2 hours from Daytona, 2 hours from Miami, and about an hour and 15 minutes from Orlando. Not that I'll be spending much time there. Now, so like I said, I've never been south of really, well, I've stayed in Cocoa Beach once, so for a few days, but never really, I mean, we kind of hung out there. So, at any rate, this is kind of a first for me as well. You know what, I don't trust myself with the right hand doing that much. We're gonna finish with the left on the chin. Okay, now I can switch hands with a little more confidence. So I don't exactly know what we're gonna do. This place is right outside of Vero Beach, Fort Pierce. I would like to see the Everglades. Do I think I'll get to? I don't know. But I know next summer we're going to be going up to Maine because my son wants his senior pictures done up there. So a good friend of his family is going to go up along with us. His mom is a photographer, so she's going to do his senior pictures up there. Ooh, forgot to tell you guys, that point right there, not quite the typical barber's notch razor. You can kind of see it now, I'm assuming, right there. Yeah, that thing about kissed my nose when I tried to get that last bit. So I'm going to count my blessings where I'm at. We're going to call it a day there, as far as against the grain. So quickly, we'll get lathered back up for the across the grain pass, and we'll get I'm going to take care of going against on the neck again. We'll just kind of be a little more thorough. This stuff I'm going to have to get with a DE later, because it grows kind of wicked, almost like crazy back there, and it causes bad irritation if I can't get just the right angle on it. So enough of me being a crybaby. So, any which way, we ended up finding a villa condo type thing down there in Florida, and I was thinking that I was going to have to get a small trailer to tow behind my Honda Pilot. However, my dad heard that I was doing that, and since he owns that Yoder Toter business, he offered to let my wife and kids and I take one of his vans down, the ones that he rents out. So he's going to let us take one of his vans, which basically 15 passenger van for 6 people. So all of my kids, all 4 of them, are going to have their own damn row to stretch their legs, and it's also got a cargo box on the back, you know, for like the Amish for their tools and everything, so we can put all our luggage in that and then kind of stretch our legs in the car. So sounds like fun. Hopefully it is. I'm going to hit the alum block just a little bit right here because of the manipulation I got to get on the cheeks. Alright. First time I've done one of these without pausing anything, so hopefully I'm getting a little bit more proficient at this to both get the shave done as well as navigate the time that I'm not keeping you guys on here for 30 minutes. And because of that point, I'm real careful as to how I manipulate it around the chin. You know, flat, and then you kind of bring it like this a little bit, and you're trying to go right over the curve of that chin. So wipe the blade off real quick, and we'll get to the necky again. And by the way, doing one of those one-handed straight razor challenges makes you appreciate being able to use both of them again. I'd say it's good enough for my last day of work, or government work. I don't work for the government, so. Alright. Okay, so switch hands, get the other side. So for those of you Floridians, or those who frequent Florida, if you want, comment below, leave a suggestion as to something my wife and kids and I should try, something hopefully family friendly. Please don't say Disney World, please don't say Universal Studios, none of that cliche crap. Right? I mean, I'm talking something that might be family friendly that at the same time is not gonna break the bank or anything. I mean, I spent a pretty penny on the resort, but at the same time, I could have spent more, but I'd rather be able to do more with the kids. I'm going to preface one other thing. I am not a big advocate for beach bum vacations. I don't like them. It's just me. I mean, I do not find swimming and laying by the pool or laying on the beach all week long to be my idea of a fun time. for a few reasons. And I'm not to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I'm just, I mean, look at me. Look how fair complected. I sunburn real easy. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing SPF 50. If I'm not reapplying that crap like every half hour, it seems like, sunburn happens. And then my vacation's ruined for a day or two. But hang tight real quick. I'm going to drain the sink and get rinsed up, and then we'll get into the post-shave and we'll get out of here. Hang tight. Alright, so we got a good rinsage going. Took care of that. I'm going to turn to my Steady Eddie, if you will. Sayers Witch Hazel. I mean, do you need this many post-shave products? Probably not. But, you know what? If in my head it tells me it makes it better, then it makes it better. Alright, some of the good old unscented balm. If I can get this out of here now. There we go. Good enough there. Alright, so, and now, I didn't show this before, but we do have the matching Asian Pear aftershave. Great stuff. Something tells me I'm always going to have a decent supply of Ariana and Evans, the club, here in my collection, if you will. But, oh, this is definitely top 5 scent. Maybe I'll have to do one of those like top 5 scents that I have overall. I mean, still to this day, my favorite scent of all, not just Ariana and Evans. I love PAA's Good Vibrations. I don't know why. I just keep going back to that one. I just love it. But any which way. Today is all about Ariana and Evans. So today we used the Haircut and Shave 26mm synthetic. We used the Gold Dollar Sheffield. This thing is loose, so the next time I get this honed or worked on, I'm definitely going to have this pin tightened because I don't have any clue how to do it. So, and with these being little soft wooden scales, I definitely don't trust myself. So, but any which way, today's star of the show, if you will, was Ariana and Evans Asian Pear. So, great scent. If you guys don't have it, I strongly recommend getting it because this stuff is the bomb. It's, like I said, probably one of my favorite Ariana and Evans scents. Even if it's pre-Kaizen, stuff worked like a champ. Great residual slickness even now. If I needed to, I could grab the razor and start hacking away. So, any which way. I gotta bounce. It's been 23 minutes now. Sorry about the time. You guys have a great day, night, or whenever. Keep your shaves clean. Keep them wet. Later, guys.